the right foot closed change. This figure begins facing diagonal center. 1, 2, 3, and finishes facing line of dance. And again, this figure begins facing diagonal center. 1, 2, 3, and finishes facing line of dance. And now for the man's timing and alignment. This figure begins facing diagonal center. 1, 2, 3, and finishes facing line of dance. And now for the man's foot positions. We have right foot forward, left side leading, right foot closes to left foot. And now from a different angle, we have right foot forward, left side leading, right foot closes to left foot. And now for your footwork. Heel, toe, 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 heel.
And now, ladies, for your timing and alignment. This figure will commence backing diagonal center. 1, 2, 3, and finish backing line of dance. The foot positions for this figure will be left foot back, right side leading, left foot closes to right foot. And from a different angle, left foot back, right side leading, left foot closes to right foot. And now for the footwork, ladies. We have toe, heel, toe, toe, heel.
And now for the technique in this figure. We'll take the gentleman's part first. So gentlemen, you're starting this figure facing diagonal center. You have a sway from your prior figure, which was the natural turn. So I want you to think through your left shoulder, hip and foot. You're going to use a range of motion connecting then down to your right shoulder, hip and foot. That will enable the sway change to take place. So again, that range of motion and sway change is taking place from counts 3 to 1. So it's very important that you gain an understanding of when these angles change, because one of the biggest problems in a very simple step like this is that when we change the angles too late in the process, it not only throws our balance off, but of course the direction of our movement, okay? So I want you to focus. You use your range of motion through the left shoulder, hip and foot, rotating slightly to the right, connecting your right shoulder, hip and foot down. Now from this point, I can let the left leg swing out because we have a left side leading. And from this point, there's going to be an angle. So I'm going to turn to the camera so you can see this clearly. So I rotate through my range of motion, connecting down. I let my left side swing out ahead of my body, being careful not to take my head and foot at the same time. It swings out ahead. And now I simply close my feet. Now I'm going to demonstrate this with Heather. It's very important in using a range of motion that we keep the lady in front of us. So even though you're going to rotate her, keep the lady in front of us as we then finish line of dance. So we are going to keep the lady from rotating too much. Quite often when we use too much of a range of motion, we allow the lady to slip past us, then that causes us to overtake the lady. So it's very important, even though we're talking about these angles, that you must keep your contact right front to right front, and you drive the lady backwards, keeping her in front of you. And of course, you only want to turn to line of dance. So we want to be careful with the left side leading, that when we overdo that on occasion, it's very easy to continue turning. So we want to be able to recover for the next figure.
And now for the ladies' technique. So ladies, again, we are preparing to go backwards. And for our backward change, what I'd like you to think about doing is you're going to start off by relaxing through the standing leg, allowing the body weight to come down into that foot. Remember, ladies, the first thing that is important about movement when you're thinking about moving forwards or backwards is just putting the gravity of your body into your legs. Quite often, the biggest mistake we make in any movement, and this can be in any dance, is that we think about either moving our body too quickly or we think about moving our legs too quickly, and we don't really allow for relaxation to happen. So think about the gravity connecting of your body into your legs so your joints now can work. So as I commence to step back, ladies, I'm going to think about that relaxation process of my body connecting into my standing hip. I'm going to allow a small range of motion for my head to connect to my left foot. Now then, simply from here, as I swing my right leg back, with my right shoulder lead, what I'm thinking about doing, ladies, is swinging the rib cage. I'm not going to allow my shoulders to rotate. I think quite often on this figure, as Victor has mentioned, it's very, very important to keep our bodies connected together. And quite often we create too much space for our partner on a change step. Try and think about your partner staying directly in front of your body, allow your hips to open, and think about only pulling through the abdominal area. Remember, we've got an upper center and a lower center. The lower center travels faster than the upper center on a backward action. So when you get onto your left leg, ladies, and you start to swing, think about taking the stomach muscles back, using the toe of the right foot to invite the left foot in. And I want you to listen to the words I've just said. I use the word invite. Very, very often in Viennese Waltz, once we place our second step, whatever the step is, whether it's a ball or it's a toe of the foot, what's very, very important is that you use that standing leg to invite the moving leg in. So what I don't want you to do is place the foot and then simply pick up the moving leg. Use good foot pressure, use good strength in the inner thigh to invite the leg underneath the body. So I'll do that again for you. We have 1, 2, and now I'm going to use my right foot to invite the left foot underneath my body. And I'm going to try and keep my head very, very strongly poised to the left, keeping the weight down into the foot as I swing and dance into my closing action. Ladies, it's very, very common as well to produce a beautiful head position on the first step and then simply try and join the swing and take the head away from the counterbalance. So remember, we are trying to counterbalance our partner by keeping our head over our left foot the whole time.